We begin today on the north side of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, the bridge that gets you from the north side of Tampa Bay to the south side, to Manatee County. Just wanted to start out here next to the water. Actually, I'm stopped at a rest area just before the bridge. A lot of people out here fishing and kayaking and just stretching their legs back up there at the rest stop. But yeah, just wanted to show you this cool looking tree that is uprooted, its roots. Look at that. Isn't this amazing? Wow. That is impressive. This thing is massive too. Just sitting here. Look at that, the branches. You can tell by how smooth the bark is. It's been warped by wind and water. But yeah, welcome back to the channel, and welcome if it's your first time. Here we come, Sarasota. There's much ahead. Ringling Estate open 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Katazan, House of John. This Venetian Gothic palace on Sarasota Bay, palatial home of John and Mabel Ringling, was completed in the mid-1920s. Last summer, I started a series here on this channel called Florida Roadside Attractions. And today, I'm continuing that series by visiting one of the world's greatest roadside attractions, the former home of John and Mabel Ringling. Now, a huge estate, a museum of the circus and of the arts, Ringling, as in the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus. The John M. McKay Visitors Pavilion. This is where we will start our tour, where I'll buy my ticket. I'm in line to purchase my ticket. I want to point out there's an actual restaurant here behind the ticket booth, the Ringling Grill Room. And also right behind me, I just noticed there's a museum store and a coffee shop upstairs. And look, they proudly serve Starbucks. I am all paid up, just walked out of the ticket center. I've got 2 wristbands, one to get me inside the estate and the Circus Museum. And I think we will start at the Circus Museum. As you can tell by the map, this place is massive. Right here before us, the Big Show main entrance. Here we go, right inside there. Also, it's a nice little fountain over here. This place is not only grand, huge, it is beautiful. The landscaping out here is awesome. We will see much of that today, but first, stop, the Circus Museum. Here we go. Walked inside the door and was greeted by this giant mural here. Check it out. This is the main thoroughfare inside the museum. There's a couple places to go to the left and to the right, but I'm standing behind this glass full of vintage Barnum and Bailey and Ringling Circus posters. This poster, made by lithograph in 1893, P.T. Barnum's Greatest Show on Earth and the Great London Circus combined, Ladies' Foot Race. This poster is from 1920 of the Four Horsemen's chariot race. And through these doors, it looks like all the fun stuff begins. This way to the Big Show. And speaking of big, look at that. Stilt walker spec costumes. Stilts have been used for hundreds of years in agriculture and construction, as well as in the circus. Ladies and gentlemen, the bandwagon. The band used to sit right up there on top of the bandwagon. Check it out. And this bandwagon was used by the Adam Four-Paw Circus from 1898 to 1920. And there you go, the bandwagon in service. It says it was constructed by the Fielding Brothers in 1878 in New York City. And this wagon led all the European tours for the Barnum and Bailey street parades in Europe. And this wagon is called the Calliope. It played music out of steam pipes, actually 36 steam pipes. This was the last car in a circus parade. circus main entrance. Now it's time to head underneath the big top. From big top to back again. Circus venues have changed from buildings to tents to arenas, but nothing says circus like the big top. And here we go. Step right up and enjoy the show. All kinds of things going on in here. Looks like a circle right there. This looks like a 1 or 2 ring circus happening right here before us. Wow, this is exciting. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Oh, I see someone walking a tightrope. Maybe we'll do that in just a second. And here we have an elephant baby carriage. The biggest of baby carriages. It's a little cart that the little elephants used to ride on. And there's actually a handbrake and a steering wheel right there to help steer the cart. And check out the peanuts and the stars all the way around it. Lions, tigers, bears. Oh my, that is a giant tiger. When commercially made cable became readily available, performers changed their rigging from hemp rope or cloth cord to steel wire. I can see why, that thing's pretty tough. Who's got the button? Yeah! I am now in the center circle of the circus. Check out these cars. Stop clowning around. It's a little clown car. That is adorable. Look at that right over here. Lou Jacobs clown car coming right up on it. Lou Jacobs joined the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus in 1925. Lou Jacobs became a circus celebrity. His giant smile and outrageous costume were recognized worldwide. All right, I'm gonna attempt to try to get inside a clown car. I don't know if it's going to work. Let's try this out. Pull up the pants there. Maybe if I go like this. Yeah. Here we go. I think I'm moving the car. Not in the way it was intended. I did it. It's possible. All right, how do I put my seatbelt on now? Big heads. I guess the walk-around circus performers used to wear these giant heads. This one on the left is Buster Keaton. Right there. It looks like good old Buster Keaton. One of the first movie stars, silent movie star, Buster Keaton, classic. And then a rooster. That thing is kind of scary. If I saw that thing walking around, I would probably keep a close eye on it. Check this out. Clever clown props. This is fun. Look at this over here. It's like a gun, a Charlie Bell's shotgun. Looks like its barrel is twisted there. And a pith helmet with plucked chicken. Now that is right up my friend Jacob the Carpetbagger's alley right there. A pith helmet with a chicken on it. These were worn by a clown named Sonia Heine. Ice skates. Got the shoulder harness and chair act right there in the corner. Check that out. Okay, I think it's time to stop clowning around. Howard Brothers Circus. Let's see what's in this room over here. Howard Brothers Circus. This giant room full of model trains. Oh my gosh, I don't know where to begin. It's a whole entire town. Little Beetlejuice reference for you there. But check this out. This is a long room full of model trains. And look, the lights coming on over here. These circus cars of the Howard Brothers Circus. There's an elephant in the window there of the car. Look, it is a whole train system. And this section of the display is demonstrating the unloading of the circus. Check out all those people on top of the car back there in the background. And over here, these gentlemen are unloading the Howard Brothers Circus wagon there. I'd like to point out that you're looking at the world's largest miniature circus. We have only took the first turn. Look at this. All the way down there. Came from this way. Now we're heading over here to the big tops. Everyone's got to eat. Check out this big top here. That is the Commissary. All those folks in there eating their meal. And hey, look, here's a Commissary wagon. Right there, a little setup right before. And look, this looks like the dishwashers. Of course, you gotta have a dishwasher. So many of them. So many dishes to be done. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Now, I don't know if I've ever been inside a tent that massive. Scale, of course. I'm imagining myself being the size of these people as I'm making that statement. Kind of just panning over. This is a good angle. Get a better perspective of how large this room is. Check it out, everyone's showing up for the show right there. To the big show, main entrance. Actually, that looks like the same tent you see when you walk inside of this museum. That is the same sign. Not only is it open, you can actually walk kind of inside of it. There's a little cutout here. Check it out, step right up. See the amazing circus. Wow. And it's a 3-ring circus. It looks like they have, look at that, all the acrobats, the trapezes, the animals. I'm just kind of going slow. There is so much to see in here. Let me get a little closer on this side. Here we go. Check out the grandstands down to the left. And then out there, there's some camels on that ring. It's moving. And then quickly going to come back this way. I'm gonna get ground level here. Ground level. Oh, that usher's giving us the eye. He's like, no filming. Okay, hold on, we'll keep moving. We'll be out of here in no time. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. The world's largest miniature circus. Wow. Will you look at that? We were just right down there a moment ago. Up here, we begin the timeline of the American circus. This room, an imperial collection of rare wild artifacts. Here's a circus chariot built in about 1910. The information down there is saying that the original circus chariots were inspired by the chariots of the Roman Empire, the gladiator days. It's pretty cool. And among the greatest show on earth, you have the Barnum and Bailey. P.T. Barnum and J.A. Bailey. P.T. Barnum's old sofa from his Connecticut home. Barnum lived in Connecticut. This trunk belonged to a clown by the name of George D. Mont. Look at that clown. And above that trunk displayed some of George DeMont's clown makeup. Look at all those tens over there, those small tens. George DeMont, the juggler, and that one to the left. That must have been his nickname. Here are all the Ringling Brothers. You've got Alf and John on the left, Chaz in the center, and Al and Odo. And just like I assumed, we could come up here and look over the circus. Look at that, an aerial view of where we just were. This has been so much fun. I've had so much fun in here. So right above the main door as you walk in, this clown is biking across the tightrope, holding an umbrella. Here he is, right there. That's spooky. He's creepy. There's the bicycle. Studying this map here as I'm walking to the next museum. This place is just massive. I don't know if we'll be able to vlog everything today because of the size of the museum. There's a giant flag over here. And look at this. They have a cafe and a food truck here. The Banyan Cafe. Hey, Banyan. Probably named after a banyan tree. Oh yes. Now that is a banyan tree. I love these things. So beautiful. Massive. Almost the same size as the actual banyan tree cafe. Just walking beside it. There's a sidewalk here alongside the banyan tree. Over here. Yeah, you can see more of the branches over here. That was awesome. And I'm gonna stop in here. I'm gonna go inside here and check out the historic galleries, the Circus Museum Historic Gallery. Well, 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 check it out. An actual train car that you can climb inside. I'm gonna get up there in a moment. Didn't expect to see all this in here. Train cars. Look at this, that is awesome. Huge. And then over here, the cannonball truck. Bruno Cicchini's super repeating cannon. That is a big barrel. Imagine someone crawling all the way inside of that. At the far side of this point of the building, got these giant portraits of circus characters. Check it out. And these fellows right here, it doesn't really say who they are, but if I had to guess, I'd call them the Men from Mars. Maybe the Mars Brothers. John Ringling, Wisconsin. About to climb up in there. Over here first, check it out, more circus cars. Looks like this one housed some sort of beast. Maybe a lion, like that one. The Wisconsin Railroad car. The private railroad car that John purchased from the Pullman Company in 1905 was the ultimate symbol of his success. Making our way up the steps, I was reading also on that sign that John and Mabel actually rode this car to this very property in 1911 to purchase this estate. Private, so we can't walk inside, but we can walk around the car, and the windows are open. You can see inside, starting with the kitchen, the train galley. Right here, there's a sink. Look at that, copper fixtures even, brass fixtures. And there's the hallway on the other side of the train. Look at the oven. That is so cool, where all the meals are prepped. And then next, over here, it looks like a cabin. Just a little cabin with a lay-down bed, a little wash station, some closets. There's the bed. And then kind of a living room area, a little lounge, a sofa up there. Check out the woodwork and the ceiling. Holy cow, that is immaculate. And the stained glass even. Little bar there. And a little study, a little place to research or write a letter. Moving on down. A bedroom, brass beds even. That is so cool. 1911, so when they were traveling on this train, the Titanic had not sunk yet. Just think about that. Now it kind of puts the wardrobe into perspective too. If you've seen that Hollywood film Titanic, that's how they would have probably dressed. More stained glass there. Look, bathtub. That is impressive. And the commode right over there to the right, in a sink. I can barely make it out to the left. This is a long-winded shot. We're about halfway done though. Some more bunks in here. Actual bunk. There's a bed up there as well. And the toilet, not as fancy as the one we saw before. There's a little step ladder, perhaps for the children to get up to the top bunk. That's pretty impressive. All right, next room over. Check out the fan and the ceiling up there. A little storage area. That is cool. And then a little lounge. I'm sure this folds down to some sort of bed. There's the table. I mean, this train car is in pristine condition. It's awesome. And of course, the parlor. And you have your entertainment right there. A record player. Some leather back wood seats over there. Another sofa. Giant mirror. Again, this is immaculate. This is awesome. And the back side of the train right here. Great view from these chairs. I'm sure there were. Think about all the towns that the Ringlings passed through aboard the Wisconsin. Think about that. This is a well-traveled train car. It's so cool. Look, there you go. There's another view of inside the parlor area. Look at the chandeliers in there. Amazing. And there we just went. That was very fun. I enjoyed that tremendously. Now entering Mabel Ringling's Rose Garden. This walkway, surrounded by Italian statues and rose bushes, leads us out to a much larger portion of the garden. Hundreds of Italian statues in this estate. Check it out, another banyan tree right back there as well. This is a beautiful place. He who walks behind the rose. See what I did there? That was beautiful. Nice little walk there. Getting closer to Katazan. That's what the Ringlings called their estate. But check out the sphinxes to the left and the right of the walkway welcoming us. A sphinx. Normally we see lions. Rarely do you see a sphinx. Approaching the house of paradise. Wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. And most people Check out this tile. Look at this. I was just saying that most people put their swimming pool in the backyard, but when you live on a bay, Sarasota Bay, why not put a swimming pool in your front yard? Look at this. That is amazing. I mean, it looks like a swimming pool. It could be a fountain, but that's definitely a pool. This is so cool. Cool pool. And here's the house. We're about to walk inside. About to enter the building, but just admiring the tile work, the stained glass. It's very Venetian looking. Even a crest there. That is awesome. Look at the windows. Wow, absolutely beautiful. I've seen a lot of houses in my day. This one is grand. Welcome to Katazan. Wow. Now this is luxurious. And it has AC. It's very cool in here. Just walk through the main door. This is where the Ringlings used to live. This looks like the main room over here. Wow, looks like a castle in here. This is awesome. Now entering the dining room. Check it out. Whoa. Oh, that is beautiful. The woodwork on the walls. Amazing. And look at the ceiling. Follow the chandelier down to the table and walk around it. Some ducks on the table. Usually see ducks on a pond. In this case, ducks on the table. Coming back. Over there's that main room I just walked through. Here's a fireplace. A couple chandeliers there on the wall. Check out the tile work. Classic black and white. Kind of Venetian style. That is awesome. The Ringling's dining room. And the tap room. It's like the cigar room, the parlor, the bar. That is awesome. Look at that bar there, the old bar. Of course they call it the bar because it used to have a bar on the bottom. Look at the stained glass. You can't really walk into this room, but you can see it from here. Over here there's some more stained glass. Some elephant heads up there. I don't think those are real, those are fake. Now entering the ballroom. A lot of dancing perhaps happened inside this ballroom. Check it out. Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful in here. The floor is very solid. Yeah, brought my dancing shoes too. Nah, these aren't dancing shoes. Also notice the stained glass, the coloring of it. Just walked that way. Actually, that is where we first walked in. We kind of went this way. Everything's roped off in here. There's a pathway to take, and they only let a couple people in at a time. Heading this way to the grand hall. There's the ballroom. Just walk through that door, and here's the main room, the grand hall of Katazan. Giant fireplace up there, the balcony, second floor. Look up there, the skylighting. That is awesome. And then over here, there on the balcony, just kind of getting quick glimpses for you so you can fill out the room. And then the furniture right there before the fireplace. And over here, an organ. Is that a Wurlitzer? Oh my gosh, I think it is. If not, it still is grand. I mean, how many people have an organ in their living room? The Ringlings did. And over here behind me, out that stained glass, is a balcony. And beyond that balcony, Sarasota Bay. Wow. Alright, moving along. I could stay in here all day. It's nice. Another dining room? Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. Are these people rich? Oh, this is awesome. Look at this thing. Please do not touch. Just gonna look at it. It's like a dragon there. Dragon bowl. My bad, it's the breakfast room. I should have known better. What's a house without a breakfast room? Welcome to the kitchen. Check out the refrigerators over there in the wall. I'm standing beside the sink. Oh, I just bumped into a wall. And then there's some china up there in the case. If these kitchen walls could talk, I bet they would tell us of many fine gourmet meals created right here, getting closer to the refrigerator doors. That is awesome. Wait a minute. This is just the kitchen pantry? Nah. Or wait, is this the pantry? But there's a stove in here. This kitchen is 2 rooms? No way. And there's a sink over there and another refrigerator on the wall. Look, this one's open. Got some milk in there. That is so cool. Look in there. Icebox. And there's a stove. Cast iron stove. Amazing. Little oven. And there were all the eggs that were served at the breakfast room. That is where they were scrambled. Now exited the interiors of Katazan. Unfortunately, we aren't able to go up to the 2nd story, but they say one day they are going to open that. It's currently closed, so that just means I have to come back and check out John Ringling's bedroom. Look at this. Looking back at the house, there are the windows of the main hall that we were standing just before. Actually, I was standing right there in the corner before, just showing the back side of the house. Check out the tower up there. Looking out over the intercoastal of Sarasota Bay. Over there are the Bradenton and the Sarasota beaches. Sarasota more to the left, Bradenton beaches, Longboat Key, somewhere out there as well. Very popular photo spot. Check it out, the backside of Katazan. There's a nice breeze out here too. It feels great. It feels amazing. Katazan. This has just now become one of my favorite places I've ever visited. It is so beautiful in there. And on the north side of Katazan, you have a statue of Julius Caesar. Check that out, Caesar. E2 Brute. Well guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it one of those right down there below the screen. I appreciate it. I'm gonna cut it right here. I will be back though. There is still much to see here at the Ringling Estate in Sarasota. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really enjoy having you guys. Thank you so much. I am Tampa J. There's much ahead. See you next time. See you guys. Gotta get back to Tampa Bay. The Oslo Repertory Theater, a performing arts center, where back in the day, a young man by the name of Paul Rubens used to hang out. Pee Wee Herman of Sarasota. Yep, just had to throw that somewhere in the log. How about right at the end? Good old Pee Wee. Hee hee. Hee hee. I know you are, but what am I?